Looking for something to do with that jar of cranberry sauce left over from Christmas? Then this one's for you. Hello and welcome to Stanchion Snacks, a bit of a mouthful. The cooking show where I create a dish that celebrates a past player of both Southampton and our weekly opponents. We are away at Birmingham City, a game that I will be at, and this is the first time that we're repeating a club. So this is the second dish for Birmingham City. I actually wanted to create a dish for this player the first time round, but I couldn't think of anything to do for him, and that is Chris Marsden, who was our captain for the F.A Cup. He put that beautiful assist in for Brett Ormrod in the semi-final. That historic goal against Ipswich.
Marsden jogged a few memories. Cutting in from the left, he just kept going and going. Brilliant.
And I said to one of my friends, I wanted to do Chris Marsden, but I couldn't think of anything to do for him. And he said, why not a boiled egg? And I thought, you know what? Why not a boiled egg? So we're going to create a dish for Chris Marsden that does involve a boiled egg. So I've boiled this egg for 7 minutes. We're actually going to create probably the greatest thing you can do with an egg, and that is a Scotch egg. Now, a Scotch egg has nothing to do with Scotland. It in fact gets its name from the Old English word scotched, which means to change or modify something. So we're going to change this egg from a boiled egg into a Scotch egg. And to start off with, I've got 2 little sausages here that we're going to kick off with. First things first, I'm just going to cut the skins off. These are actually Hampshire bred sausages. And I'm just going to hit this up with a load of black pepper. And then this is where the cranberry sauce comes in. And I'm going to put a decent spoon in here. So that's maybe 1 to 4 in ratio of sausage. So we've now got 4 parts sausage and 1 part cranberry sauce. And you can add anything to this, any Christmas leftovers you've got. And I might see, hopefully, I might be able to make 2 of these. So we roll them into balls, a little bit of olive oil on there, a little bit on my hand. We're going to press this nice and flat. Get our egg. And then we just lift it all up. And now we have a beautiful little egg, some sausage. How easy was that? And then we're going to create a pane anglaise. So 1 egg, and we'll give this a little whisk up. So we have egg, we have flour, in this order, flour, egg, and then some breadcrumbs. And then we get our lovely little egg, and we first of all roll him in the flour, dust it off a little bit, and then that goes into this egg. Make sure it's completely covered into the breadcrumbs. What we often do, and what I think we might do today, is we're then going to go back into the egg and then back into the breadcrumbs. Job done. We're ready for cooking. Now, whilst that's cooling down, let's make a little dip for it. And there's only one thing we could have really, and that is one of the greatest things I've created so far on this channel, Bovril mayonnaise. Now, I made this from scratch on another video, my steak sandwich video, but as it's Christmas, I thought, let's see what happens if we use ready-made mayonnaise. So we can take little shortcuts at this time of year. So if you want to make Bovril mayonnaise, but you don't want to mess around with the emulsion, let's just do maybe 3 big blobs of Hellmann's, sort of teaspoon to start with, of Bovril. A little hit of lemon. That is delicious. A little hit of Maldon's. It's crisp, it sounds good. Oh yes. A hit of black pepper maybe. Look at that. That is a Scotch egg. Absolutely perfect. The sausage meat is cooked, but we can still see a little bit of moisture in it. We got that beautiful yolk. It runs out, but it's also kind of holding a little bit. I'll start with a 1/4. I almost forgot we put cranberries in it. Oh, it's so good. You know what really comes through? First of all, it's the quality of the meat. Guys, you'll notice I don't use a lot of meat on this channel. When I do, I use the best. Hampshire reared, outdoor bred. It's nice and spicy from that little bit of black pepper that we put in. Got this sort of freshness. It's sweet, it's savoury. The double breadcrumbs, we definitely needed to do. We nearly had a little split as it was cooking. And it just means we've got this beautiful little crispiness of breadcrumbs. Let's put a little spoon on there. I really hope you give this one a go. My beautiful Scotch egg with cranberry sauce, Bovril Mayo, my little hat tip to the great Chris Marsden. This is Stanchion Snacks, and this is a bit of a mouthful. Please like and subscribe.